You know, it's frustrating. You spent years, maybe decades, building real skills, solving real problems, and making things happen in your career. You've probably helped people, you've probably led, you've built things that have worked time and time again. But now that you want to turn that experience into something of your own, something that actually pays you, you typically feel stuck. Like, what do I even sell? What am I supposed to offer? Why can't I figure this out? And the worst part is you've probably heard 100 different answers from 100 different people, and none of it probably feels that right for you. So let's cut through the noise, because the reason you don't know what to sell, it's not because you're lost or not ready. It's because no one's showing you how to see your value clearly. Here's what's actually happening. You decided, all right, I want to work for myself. I've got experience. I want to help people, maybe coaching, maybe consulting, maybe something along those lines. And you sit down, open up a blank page, and start writing ideas. What should I offer? What do people need? What could I actually charge for my services? But as you sit there, nothing actually ends up clicking. You feel like you've done too much and somehow not enough. You're staring at your own resume, your own experience, and it all just kind of feels foggy. That's where most people give up. They don't quit because they're not capable or qualified. They typically quit because no one showed them where to start. Let me give it to you straight. You're stuck because you're trying to figure out what to sell, when what you really need to figure out is who you're built to help. That's it. You don't need a niche. You don't need a certification. You don't even need a perfectly packaged framework just yet. You need one person you can help solve one problem because you've already lived through it. And once you anchor into that, everything gets much easier. But most people get stuck in what I call the clarity trap. They think, I'll move forward once I'm clear. So they start chasing clarity like it's some hidden treasure. They take niche workshops, they journal, they Google profitable coaching ideas. They watch 18 webinars in a row, but clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. It comes from actually deciding, from saying, I've helped people through this, I'm going to start here, and then testing it in the real world, because real clarity comes from action, not overthinking. So how do you decide what to actually offer? You don't start with ideas, you start with your own past self, your own experience. Who were you just 3 years ago? What were you struggling with? What did you wish someone could have helped you figure out faster? Because chances are that version of you, that's your ideal client. You know them better than anyone. You speak their language. You understand their doubt. You've walked through the exact mess they're in right now. And they don't need a guru. They need someone who gets it. And that someone is you. See, the mistake people make is thinking their offer is about what they know. But what they know only matters if it solves a specific problem for a specific person. And that means your first offer doesn't start with you. It starts with the person on the other end. What are they facing right now? What are they afraid of? What do they want? Not just emotionally, but practically. If you can name the moment they're in and help them through it, that's the beginning of a beautiful business. Let me give you a few examples. Let's say you worked in a corporate HR for 15 years. You're not just an HR leader. Maybe you help first-time managers lead with confidence so they don't lose their best people. Or let's say you were a teacher for a decade. You don't have to start an education company. You could coach parents who want to homeschool but feel overwhelmed and don't know where to begin. Or maybe you're a sales leader. You've built teams, closed deals, coached reps. Your offer might be helping small business owners who hate selling finally create a process they can follow without feeling sleazy or slimy. It's not about your title. It's about the transformation you've already lived and who needs that right now. So instead of asking, what do I sell? Start with this. Who am I built to help? What problem are they facing? What have I already done that proves I can help them out of it? That's going to be your offer. And no, it won't be perfect right away. You'll tweak it, you'll shape it, you'll learn as you go. But the biggest shift is deciding to move from thinking to building, because clarity is not the starting line. Clarity is what you earn by showing up. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, I'm ready, I just need help getting that clarity faster. That's exactly why I built the quiz you'll find below this video. It takes less than 10 minutes and it'll show you what you could sell based on your life experience, who you're uniquely built to help, and how to start getting paid even if you've never sold anything before. This quiz is not built on theory, it's built on real client results. If you want to stop spinning and start building, this is your next step. Look, you've already lived through something that matters. You've done the hard work. You've earned your credibility. Now it's time to turn that into something you own. Because if you've helped people before, you can help people again. And if you've solved real problems before, You can absolutely build a business that gets clients. But none of that happens if you keep waiting to feel ready. So take the quiz and let's turn what you've lived into a business you've been thinking about for years.